farm, family, community. This is Midwest Farm Weekly.
Good morning and welcome to Midwest Farm Weekly. I'm Melaine Wells. In your news headlines today, wet spring weather has planting lagging behind an average year. That's according to this week's Wisconsin crop report. Our corn planting is 4% complete, while soybeans are now 6% planted. Oats are 26% planted. Spring tillage now also 26% complete. That's roughly 5 days behind last year and 3 days behind an average year. Pasture and range condition rated 37% good to excellent, and that's up 10 percentage points from last week. Winter wheat condition now clocking in at 58% good to excellent. That's also improved 6 percentage points from last week. Self-driving farm equipment always makes a splash at trade shows. There's only 20 autonomous tractors here in the United States. They're all in the Midwest. One of them is in Wisconsin. Here's a story from our sister station in Wausau.
Hit our auto button, start autonomy. There it goes.
That process only took about 30 seconds to get the autonomous tractor up and running. About 3 hours and 110 acres later, soybeans were ready to be planted and the tractor parked itself.
As farmers, we have to figure out how to be progressive in our farming practice, but do it safely, do it sustainably. How do we do more with less?
Once the tractor is running and you map out your field, you can start and stop it on the John Deere app.
You start it, you stop it, you can call it to different points, you can adjust the tillage tool straight from the app.
If you're standing too close to it, it'll detect you and automatically stop. But it doesn't only detect people.
Trash bag blows across the field or something that's non-threatening, then the tractor can recognize it, think through what it wants to do, and continue on.
Technology is quickly evolving, and farmers like DeYoung want to be up to date on it. This autonomous tractor is just another step in that.
We want to grow a healthy crop. We want to grow a quality crop for the consumers.
How much does a piece of equipment like this cost? Well, they didn't want to get into that. But DeYoung and John Deere agree technology is improving the efficiency of how people run their farms.
It can really help farms sustain themselves well into the future without having to scale their labor when they might lose a guy or gal.
While we were at lunch, it completed its task and parked itself and was waiting for us to return.
Corn and soybeans are the only crops approved for use with these autonomous tractors for now, but John Deere is hoping that they certainly open the door for so much more in agriculture. Wisconsin could be the next destination of an invasive pest now found in 14 states, though wildlife officials are hoping to prevent its spread. The spotted lanternfly threatens grapes, hops, walnuts, and maple. It's been spotted in several states surrounding Wisconsin, and now there is a new tool in finding the lanternfly egg masses. 4 dogs are being used in Cleveland to sniff them out. Officials say they have proven to be more effective than humans in some forested areas. Once the dogs alert their handlers, the eggs can be scraped off of plant surfaces and destroyed.
We've been doing scent work already, so she already understands the game. This was just a matter of adding in another odor to her repertoire. It's been a lot of fun to get out and do these searches in the parks. It also makes you feel good to be able to do something meaningful, to help the environment, help the community.
Park officials say each mud-like mass contains 30 to 50 eggs, so destroying them is a more effective way to control that population. In our conservation corner, they are wine bottles that look like art. Traditional glass bottles are thought to make up more than half of the carbon footprint for the wine industry. But now a British company is looking to cut glass out, all while helping wineries here in the U.S. create more local jobs.
With great soil and a cool climate, Monterey County is the perfect place to grow wine grapes. Here, hundreds of vineyards use environmentally friendly methods to produce exceptional vintages.
Bonnie Doon's always been a pioneer, really pushing the boundaries of sustainability and farming practices, whether that's organic, biodynamic.
Sustainability has been one of our core values since our family founded this business in 1972. We've always just believed very heavily that you need to treat your vineyards well, your land well.
Now winemakers have a greener way to package their wine. This device created in the UK is called a frugal pack. It creates wine bottles out of recycled paper.
We describe them as a wonderful, sustainable option in the wine packaging world.
Shannon Valadares is with the Monterey Wine Company. It is the only place in the United States with a frugal pack.
The response has been excellent. I think the retailers have really stood behind this concept and said, this is what we want.
Making and transporting glass wine bottles requires a lot of fossil fuel, which creates a lot of carbon.
When you think about the weight of traditional wine bottles and that glass and what goes into making the glass, blowing the glass, transporting that glass, there's a huge carbon footprint there.
I mean, we sell to 30 countries internationally, and so having a lighter weight bottle and one that has less environmental impact is really great from start to finish.
The process starts with flat cardboard covered in art.
The wonderful thing about this bottle is the entire canvas is your label.
A plastic insert will hold the wine. The device then pinches, folds, and molds the paper into a bottle. The contraption can make up to 500 bottles an hour.
We feed the line.
Those bottles are then filled with wine and packed in boxes.
This is half the weight of a product that is made with glass.
For the winemakers, they are raising a glass.
Boy, this is awesome. I really hope that customers in the stores, that they get it, because it's kind of different.
And, you know, it's a start. It's something that we I think collectively have to be thinking about. How can we make an impact that's better for our planet?
Frugal Pack also makes paper bottles for spirits and olive oil, and they say their product does not affect the taste of whatever liquid is inside. Target and Whole Foods are just some of the retailers now carrying these paper wine bottles. A local farm celebrated the NFL draft with the birth of a new calf. We'd like to introduce you to The Pick is In. This baby calls Synergy Family Dairy in Pulaski home. They are known for creative names in their herd. A calf named Lots of Matzah in honor of that pizza headlined a few years ago. Still to come on Midwest Farm, these students are showing off their green thumbs, working toward a career in horticulture. Your garden will benefit from the blooms. We will tell you when and how to shop. Welcome back. We are getting closer to crowning the next Alice in Dairyland, and today we meet finalist Michelle Stengler from Watertown. Nice to meet you, Michelle.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, I'm a little nervous. She's kind of a PR media expert here. This is really cool for me to talk to somebody who has an interest in agriculture journalism. Talk to me a bit about your passion for ag.
Well, it all began on my family's dairy farm, one of our 99% family-owned dairy farms in Watertown, and that's really where I found my love for agriculture. And then it continued to stem to storytelling, where I got a lot of internships and skills, where I eventually graduated from the University of Wisconsin River Falls last spring, graduating with a Bachelor's of Science in Agriculture, Marketing, Communications, and Journalism. And today I contribute to a variety of journalistic outlets, including the Ag News Daily podcast and the newspaper, and now a podcast as well, Dairy Star. So I have such a love for storytelling and hearing those stories from our state's farmers, and so that's what I love doing.
Why is it important for everyone to hear those stories? Because we are further removed from farms than we used to be.
I think it's because we are people, and sometimes you don't see the people behind making those products. And so Alice in Dairyland really does that. She shares the farmer stories, the processors, anyone behind the scenes making those products. And I think that's what's so valuable to Alice in Dairyland. She makes those connections. I think when we're all telling our story, then people are just more aware about what's happening and knows some of the cool things we have here, right here in Wisconsin.
Talk about some of these things that have prepared you for this role. I see you're wearing the blue and gold there.
Yeah, so I served as a 2019 through 2020 Wisconsin FFA state officer. So that was one experience where I really loved learning all about agriculture and impacting over 20,000 FFA members, myself and my team. And we had a virtual state convention that year, but that reminded me that change is only constant in our world today. So I just continued to pivot in different directions and really had a lot of internships in marketing, communications, and journalism. So interned with different agriculture networks here in the States, to also living in different states like Idaho, Missouri, and Europe. So all those experiences just connect me back to Wisconsin agriculture. This place is home, and I've really just valued just learning and ultimately telling stories of people involved in agriculture.
So based on that list, you don't mind traveling, and we know Alice in Dairyland sure does a lot of that. Why is it exciting to get to reach all the corners of Wisconsin?
Yeah, it would be really an honor of a lifetime because she goes to different events connecting with both farmers and consumers. Going from the north to the south, to the east to the west, it would just be exciting just to see some of those specialty crops to our state's dairy farmers, because really our state's diverse industry is one of our greatest strengths. Wisconsin farmers produce just a wide range of high quality products, and so it would just be so cool just to hear those stories, to help promote it, because she tells those stories through social media, through media partners, through a lot of different outlets, and it would just be fun just to continue to connect and go in a vehicle sponsored by the Wisconsin Corn Promotion Board. So
we always say it's the world's longest job interview, so I wish you continued luck as you navigate this process. The finals coming up in May. We'll be sure to update you on who is crowned Alice, but thank you for joining us and congratulations on making it this far.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me.
And good morning, I'm meteorologist Ryan Kuders. In terms of our temperatures during the month of April, we obviously ended April on Wednesday. Nothing too much to report there. We were pretty close to average all across the board, but in terms of our precipitation, notice Green Bay, we were right on average, 3.01 inches of precipitation during the month, and La Crosse, Madison, La Crosse got a surplus, Madison not so much, got a surplus in Marquette and in Pierre. And looking at the going into May, in terms of our year-to-date precipitation, we need a surplus, and we have most of our spots getting a surplus of precipitation, 4.29 in Marquette, and we need it because unfortunately the pattern that we're going to switch into during the month of May is not looking good in terms of precipitation. Notice the latest outlook from the Climate Prediction Center in terms of temperatures does bring much of the area in terms above or right at our average in terms of temperatures, but notice in terms of precipitation, a bullseye right over Wisconsin, northern portions of lower Michigan and all of upper Michigan likely see below average precipitation during the month of May. And you'll see that really in the first few weeks of May, you can see that we're not going to get a lot of precipitation, only a tenth to a quarter inch of rainfall. The highest amounts do stay off to our south and east and west. A lot of precipitation coming to the northeast, down to the east coast, deep south, over towards Texas, the southern plains area. In terms of high temperatures on Sunday, between the 67 in Green Bay over to the upper 70s to around 80 out there in the northern plains. Looking at our forecast over the next 8 to 14 days, temperature-wise, we'll see temperatures running at or well above average. You can see a bullseye right over the northern plains, just north and west of Green Bay. And then in terms of precipitation, it'll vary across the area. Wisconsin, likely below average, and then across the northern plains, the precipitation will likely be above average. We'll have more ag news coming up right after the break.
Some South Dakota students got up close and personal time with a special farm animal and her babies. Our partners at KELO take us there to learn what the students have taken away from this experience.
Carmen Iverson has always had a heart for agriculture.
Well, I was raised around livestock and cattle, and I've always had a love for more large animals.
To give her an even more up-close and personal experience with the field, Andrew Jensen, the ag teacher and FFA advisor in Chester, brought in a sow to class.
They feed her, they take care of the pigs, they assisted in the farrowing process or the birthing process. And then they did just basic management. So they gave some shots, they docked tails, and they got to kind of see the beginning portions of pork production.
This year's sow is Alani, and she gave birth to 24 piglets with the help of the students.
During this class, when she was farrowing out her piglets, I got to pull 2 of them. So that was really exciting.
I actually didn't know that you can stick your hand in her to pull them out.
But that's not all that they've learned during this experience.
It requires a lot more work than you think. We clean it mostly every day.
Giving students a glimpse of a potential future in agriculture.
This really helps them see that you don't have to grow up in ag to work in ag.
I have just accepted into Mitchell Tech for animal science, so this class has shown me my pathways of where I want to go.
In Chester, Summer Ottershot, KELOLAND News.
And this was the last week that Alani and her piglets graced the classroom because of how big they are all getting. People are itching to get planting, and in South Dakota, you can help students start their careers while you start your garden. The horticulture class at Southeast Technical College in Sioux Falls started months ago, getting seeds ready to become these flourishing plants.
It really mimics what a traditional greenhouse would look like when it comes to management, when it comes to pest control, watering, growing in general, and then selling those plants at the very end. So this gives us a really wide variety of what greenhouse work looks like, which is the most common type of work that is in our industry.
These students raised both annuals and perennials, including some house plants. And for those of you watching in Wisconsin, the Denmark FFA plant sale is now underway. There are a number of dates, as you can see, in May that their greenhouse will be open to the public. The plants have been raised by students, and the money generated from the sale will be used to fund FFA activities in the district. The best way to get updates is through the Denmark FFA Facebook page. This week, 900 students from 5 Northeast Wisconsin school districts explored careers in agriculture. The 7th and 8th graders visited Ebert Enterprises in Algoma. At 8 different stations, they dug into the wide variety of careers linked to farming.
The enthusiasm from the kids is awesome. I mean, I got 20 questions in about 5 minutes. The kids are so interested in what's happening with the drones and how cool just the drone world is and what they can do.
We got to learn about drones, and other topics covered included agronomy, cropping, horticulture, animals, animal nutrition, milk testing, cheese making, agriculture support services, the business of agriculture, and other technology. Enrollment is now underway for farm, machinery, and tractor safety classes through NWTC. The goal is to provide youth between the ages of 12 and 16 the skills to be compliant with state rules while working at a farm. There are 2 summer sessions in June. You can register online through NWTC. And details are now out for the 5th annual Farm and Field Bike Tour on Washington Island, something else to get on your calendar. This year it is happening on Friday, June 27th. The 20-mile bike ride will feature tours of 4 unique farms: Fragrant Isle Lavender, Sweet Mountain Farm, Island Orchard Cider, and Gathering Ground. Riders will also enjoy a soup lunch. Bike rentals are available. We'll have a link to register in the Midwest Farm section of wearegreenbay.com. It's a one-stop shop for your farm, and that includes finding a gift for Mom. Jenny is here from Cherapata Seed Sales in Peshtigo. Nice to see you.
Hi, thanks for having me.
We got some great viewer feedback after our Christmas segment. They said we loved being able to go pick up everything we need for the farm and pick up a gift at the same time.
Yes.
Why did you guys want to add such an extensive gift shop?
Well, we were there for the farmers so they could pick up their seed and other products, and we thought, why not expand? We have somebody already there, monitoring the warehouse. Sure. We may as well sell some stuff.
The biggest viewer interest was the Feather Snap bird camera.
Yes.
This is so cool, and now there's a new version.
Yes, we actually got the prototype last night, so this is hitting the market today nationwide.
Okay.
It's a solar-powered Wi-Fi hummingbird feeder. That can send pictures to your phone or videos to your phone. Oh, wow. So it's really cool. I think it's going to be a hot item.
What is it, do you think, about that, the blend of technology and one of the oldest hobbies in the world, right?
Right. To be able to be up close and personal and to actually hear them, wow. You'll be able to hear that sound, and I think for bird lovers, it's going to be a great addition.
You sent me some photos of your outdoor garden art.
Yes.
It is an impressive selection. Talk a bit about what we'll find there.
Yes, we have everything from wind spinners, that's kind of a big seller for us, the gazing globes, a lot of solar items, stakes.
Oh, yeah.
We have a solar pig right here and a solar flower there, but a lot of different items, and a lot of people like to come in and see the variety that we have.
I know it's important for you to support local makers as well. Can you touch on a few of those products?
Yes, we actually just got beef tallow lip balm in different flavors, and that's by Bushmaker Beef Farms in Coleman. We just started carrying that. And then we do have Milk House candles, that's out of Iowa.
Okay.
And
we have the soaps too.
The soaps and foaming hand soap.
Yum.
So in case you don't want to go into the decor and everything, we have some other pampering items available too.
That's so nice. Talk a bit about, you know, the customers and the connection to the community, because you guys have really built a lot of relationships.
We have. We've been there a few years. The store's been around about 3, and we just keep seeing more and more people coming in. The farmers, their families, children, and it means a lot. The word spreads throughout the community, and we get to meet so many people.
I've heard that a few people have like wish lists going behind the counter.
They do. They do. We do have that where someone will pop in and say, you know, my wife, she said she left a list here.
Okay,
so
perfect. We'll get your list started.
Works.
Oh my goodness. Well, thank you for bringing us all of these great ideas. You can head to French Street in Peshtigo to shop. Learn much more about the business at CherepataSeedSalesWI.com. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Have a great weekend, everyone.